Hi and welcome. I'm Cheryl and I created this video in order for you to see the basic procedure for EFT or meridian tapping. EFT is a very simple and effective procedure for releasing negative emotional states. I want to show you the steps, but the first thing you need to do is to check and see where you're at for intensity. And what I mean by that is how strong is the negative feeling that you have. You need to rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. So check in with yourself and just notice how strong the feeling is that you've got. So whether you're feeling very, very stressed, very angry, very worried, very hurt, maybe you've got a craving, whatever it is, just rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. So if it's above 5, especially, then we really need to do some work on it. So make a mental note of what that is, and then start tapping on what's called the karate chop spot. Okay? So the purpose of EFT is to release negative emotional states, and what you're doing is tapping on acupuncture pressure points. So if any of you, if you know about acupuncture, you know that there's little spots that people put needles into. Well, this is sort of the same thing, except we're tapping on it. And the first place that we need to tap is called the karate chop spot, and that's just on the side of the palm, the place that you would hit if you were doing a karate chop. You can use 2 or 3 fingers. I'm using 3 to get maximum coverage. And you just start tapping like this, not too hard, not too soft. And you want to say this statement 3 times. Even though I have this feeling, and say what the feeling is. So whether that's anger or hurt or worry or sadness or stress, even though I have this feeling, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this feeling, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this feeling, I completely love and accept myself. That's called the setup statement. You say it 3 times and you tap on the karate chop spot. You can also rub what's called the sore spot, and that's an area on the upper chest, just in from the shoulders a couple of inches, and if you rub on it, it will feel sore because this is where a lot of lymph collects, and when you rub on it, it's tender, but at the same time it's actually really good for you, so it's a good thing to do in general. So you can rub the sore spot and say the setup statement 3 times, or you can tap the karate chop spot and say the statement 3 times. The next thing you do is you start tapping on the other meridian spots, and the first one is on the top of the head. So you take 2 or 3 fingers again, go to the top of your head, the crown of your head, and if you don't know where that is, just take 2 fingers, put one on the tip of each ear, travel up to the top of the head where they meet, and that's where you start tapping. All right, so then you just say very simply this feeling, and again, insert whatever that feeling is for you. And whatever negative feeling, just say it out loud, this feeling. Then you go to the eyebrow spot, and that's just at the beginning of the eyebrow, tapping there 5 to 7 times, this feeling. You can tap on the other side if you like, it doesn't matter which side. Some people also tap both sides, so you should do whatever feels right for you. There's no set way for this. Then once you've tapped on the eyebrow, you go to the side of the eye. So just trace the edge of the eye bone around to the side of the eye, start tapping there and say this feeling. And then following the edge of the eye bone down, underneath the eye, under the iris, and saying again, this feeling. Next spot is under the nose, between the nose and the upper lip. Again, this feeling. And the chin point. Okay, so right on the top of the chin, this feeling. The next one is the collarbone spot. Just go into that little U shape in the middle of your collarbones, go down 1 inch, and then to the side 1 inch, and start tapping there. Again, you can go to the right or the left, whatever you prefer. You can do one side or both, and just say this feeling. Then there's the armpit spot, so lift up your arm, locate your armpit, go down 4 inches, and tap there on the ribs, this feeling. And the last spot for the basic recipe is just under the nipple. So right on the ribs, directly in line with the nipple, say this feeling. So that's the basic recipe for EFT. And once you've gone through it, check back in with yourself to rate how intense that negative emotional feeling is. It could be the same, it could be lessened, it could be increased. If it's the same, tune in again to the feeling and make sure you're getting right to the exact feeling that you have. So whether that's anger, resentment, whatever the feeling is, try to really hone in on it so that you're being specific. If the intensity of this feeling goes up, it means that you've uncovered another aspect of the same issue and you need to tap on that. So again, get specific and notice where what you're actually feeling, and make sure you tap on the feeling. If it goes down by a point or 2 points, or if it goes away completely, that's great. However much it goes down, keep tapping until you get it to as low as you can, and hopefully that's to 0. The more you do it, the more effective you will find it, the easier you will find it. You can do it anywhere. Again, it's a fabulous technique for getting rid of negative emotional states which have a negative impact on our lives. So feel free to give me a call to learn more how to do this technique. It's very powerful and it's very simple. Easy to use anytime, any place. Thank you.